Coors Field in downtown Denver. Tonight we get the week started with the first of 4 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Colorado Rockies. Cesar Hernandez. With the season coming to a close, the senior circuit's leading hitter makes his case for a batting title. Next, Tanner Roark gets the start for Colorado in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Dribbled to the right side. And there's one gone to begin the evening. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. In his career against this starting pitcher, he's got a batting average of over 350. That's not ridiculous, but it does mean he's had some really good at-bats against him in the past. So we'll see if he continues to see the ball well against this pitcher in this one.
Now batting, Cesar Hernandez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Gonzalez to the track, to the wall. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Into the box, Aaron Altair. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Blackmon on the move. And that ends the inning. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. Home half of the first coming up at Coors Field, and Philadelphia is off to an early 1-0 lead. Coming to the plate now, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Williams is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Carlos Gonzalez becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. Here's Charlie Blackmon now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. His career numbers against Hector Neris, he's 1 for 2. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Altair sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're down 1-0. Stepping in, Carlos Santana. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Another 0-2 coming. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Digging in, Maikel Franco, and he's a guy who's been absolutely terrific over the last couple of series, really swinging it well. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Striding into the box, Jorge Alfaro, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. He's set, and the pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. LeMahieu on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second. Phillies lead this one 1-0. Striding in for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. Fastball in there for a called strike. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Popped him up. Franco waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's spot shadow outfielder Odubel Herrera. One of the best first steps in the game, able to cover a ton of ground. Speed is definitely this guy's calling card, but do not sleep on the arm.
In now for Colorado, Trevor Story. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Line towards center field. Herrera is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Ian Desmond.
Settling in now, Ian Desmond. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Now Desmond swings and hits a high fly ball with some carry on it to deep left field. Into the bleachers and gone.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needed one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Bases empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Popped him up. And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ball. Ready now, J.P. Crawford's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Blackman is under it. 1 away. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Digging in, Hector Neris. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gonzalez has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Tanner Roark. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 9.
Digging in for his second at-bat, DJ LeMahieu. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. No balls and a strike to count. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Line to the right side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out in the end. Standing in, Nick Williams as we begin the top of the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, second base.
Ready for another chance. Cesar Hernandez. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Gonzalez has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The left fielder, number 23, Aaron Altair.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Aaron Altair. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Here's Carlos Gonzalez.
Leading off the 4th inning
From the
for
stretch.
Rockies,
Fouled
right
away.
fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
And he takes strike 2.
Count 0-2.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Altair has a beat on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
So striding in, Charlie Blackmon comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 1 run, just 1 hit, no errors in the ball game for the Rockies thus far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Blackmon playing here in his age 31 season. He was taken in the 2nd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now another 0-2. Popped him up. Alfaro over to his left. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Here's Carlos Santana now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
The batter, number 2.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And they're runners at the corners now. The 0-1 on its way. Slow roller back to the mound. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. For the current campaign, Story hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ian Desmond. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. No balls and 1 strike. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Another 0-2 home. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So striding forward now, Ryan McMahon. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We've played 5 full. At the plate, Hector Neris. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Odubel Herrera, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The right fielder, number 5.
Up next will be Nick Williams. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He'll open it up in the Colorado sixth. In there, no balls and a strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Still 1-2. 2-2 to the Colorado catcher. Count remains 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
And he just ramps up and here's the fastball by him. 0-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Williams is right there as he takes it for the second out. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that. Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Ready for another shot now, Cesar Hernandez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Story plays it in. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. The next 0-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base ump. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command, even if he's still throwing strikes? Stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
Two-seamer can't quite make it back over the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And 2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Score remains tied. Into the box, Michael Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Way in front of that fastball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. At third, Arenado. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. One out, nobody on. Takes this the other way to right, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Digging in now, J.P. Crawford. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. 1 hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Rhys Hoskins will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. To third. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Danger averted following. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Hit down the third base line. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Crawford is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Luis Avilan comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here. Bases are empty, 1 man in. And he struck him out. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Rockies straight. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Tony Walters will come on as well as a part of a double switch, so we'll have a completely new battery here. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Here's a little chopper up the middle. LeMahieu loves it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. So digging in now, Nick Williams. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. As he drives a liner to right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
The left fielder, number 23, Aaron Altair.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Aaron Altair. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. Here's the first pitch. This one's down to third. Arenado's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base. Into the box now, Jordan Patterson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that misses inside 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. Altair shading to his right. And no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. So now Carlos Santana. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Carlos Santana.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone up into the second deck. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've taken a 1-run lead. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Into the box now, Maikel Franco. As he grounds one briskly to short. Story scoops it up. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. At the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Gonzalez, but he can't get there. It's over his head. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Story is there for it. 2 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, pitcher, Luis Aviles.
Wilson Ramos will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 45, Wilson Ramos.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And oh, this one's by him to the backstop. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom. Ben Lively takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Popped him up. And no one will get this one. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Here's Nolan Arenado. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Looking up is Herrera. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. Behind 0-2 now. A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Yeah, man, hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here playing in Denver. You stay on the approach that you're going to stay in a big part of the field. Next thing you know, you're back spinning stuff out of the yard.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Herrera moving in. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So Almonte takes the mound to start the 11th inning. Digging in once again, Nick Williams. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Nick Williams.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot down the line in right as they take the lead 4-3. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. 1 out.
The left fielder, number 23, Aaron Almonte.
Digging in to try it again, Aaron Altair. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And it's into the bullpen, a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Aaron Altair. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's now 5-3. Here's Carlos Santana now.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Maikel Franco. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2. That'll bring up Tony Walters.
Leading off for the Rockies.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 0-2 once more. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Williams is under it. 1 down.
Up next for Colorado, first baseman, Jordan Patterson.
Standing in, Jordan Patterson. First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Into the second deck and gone. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Hernandez is calling for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The right fielder, number 5.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Okay, Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Last strike now for Colorado. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. On, he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. He brings it in, and the Phillies have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over. This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally.